Bay Future is a good partner. They look out for opportunities.
Bay Future is looking out for the future of our community.
Economic development is key to the growth of any region.
Our whole economy is built on growth, developing, and that's what Bay Future does and promotes, is development in the county.
A very critical part that Bay Future plays is bringing all the necessary parties to the table, making it easier for those developers to get the job done.
For new businesses and existing businesses.
They're making a difference in helping to draw more people to the region.
Which in turn is just going to make it a lot more vibrant community to be a part of.
Today is about more than milestones or numbers. It's about progress, it's about partnership, and it's to celebrate the incredible economic development achievements across Bay County throughout 2025. We're especially proud to recognize and honor some of the remarkable companies that helped make it all possible. Before we begin, I'd like to invite everyone to stand and join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. In today's meeting, we will highlight the meaningful impacts made in 2025. We'll also hear the exciting future ahead. Major investments fueled continued growth, and we're not building on just our success, we're shaping a stronger, more resilient future together. I would like to give a special thank you to all of the elected officials who are here with us today. The Bay Future staff and board of directors truly appreciate your ongoing support and partnership. I invite all elected officials to please stand and be recognized. Thank you for your dedication to Bay County. I would also like to recognize the Bay Future investors. We are humbly grateful for your commitment to our mission and vision. Without you, our business attraction and retention efforts would not be possible. Your investment in this work strengthens the entire region. Please join me in giving a well-deserved round of applause to all of our investors. Next, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the incredible members of our board of directors. Board members, if you could please stand. We deeply appreciate your time, dedication, and leadership. Your tireless efforts, play a vital role in advancing our mission and driving the growth and success of our community. Please join me in showing our appreciation for their service. Finally, we would like to recognize those Bay Future board members who have transitioned off our board in 2025. Vaughn Begic and Seth Perigo, your contributions have been invaluable, and we thank you for your service. Now please turn your attention to the screen for some highlights from 2025.
You need help from folks that specialize with economic development. Bay Future, they look out for opportunities. Opportunities to bring jobs in, opportunities for retention, and helps businesses such as us look for opportunities to fund expansion type projects.
I used to work at Bay County, was well aware of the jobs that they were doing and the successes that they had. So when I came to this role and looking at our main corridor and potential for improvements, that they were the first phone call that I made.
So whenever there's a new development, the very critical part that Bay Future plays in it is bringing all the necessary parties to the table, making it easier for those developers to get the job done.
We're doing a sanitary sewer expansion project for Monitor Charter Township. Bay Future wrote a grant and received approval of $4.1 million to construct this project. So without the grant, it wouldn't have been possible to do this. This is going to open up a large portion of property on the west side of I-75 to commercial future development.
Bay Future is really good at getting the people to the table that says, hey, these are the people you're going to talk to for your energy use. These are people you're going to talk to for your water use or any of the regulatory things that are in the area. So it helps them to clarify what needs to happen and helps that development project move a lot smoother because they're not trying to, do the research on the community when there's already an entity that knows the community extremely well.
Well, this project wouldn't have happened without Bay Future and without involvement from the Frankenmuth Township, without the involvement of the county commissioners, of really the full community. And it was the Bay Future team that helped put all that together. Our goal at Bay Valley and our goal at StoryCo is to highlight communities. Our job is to bring tourism to the greater Bay County area. That's what we're here to invest in, is a community that loves a place that we can provide some love into and be proud to be a part of.
There's a lot of misconceptions, for the younger generation that the only time that they're going to be able to get a good position is by moving out of the community into some of these bigger communities. But I think they need to stop, take a look at some of these even smaller mom and pop organizations that are doing stuff for the Department of Defense. Bay Carbon that has done stuff with SpaceX. You can definitely do a national campaign right here in Bay County and not have to go very far.
We need to think about, as a community, how to collaborate together to make sure that the next generation of folks is trained in a way that they can get that median income with the level of education they want.
We know that students who come here, they want to be here. They want to get an education. And once they graduate, not only are they impacting themselves, their family, and their community, but they're making a difference and helping to draw more people to the region.
Bay Future is helping in a lot of ways in that we are growing in jobs. And as we grow in jobs, they need affordable housing. We're just excited to be expanding our downtown this direction.
To be able to bring in $2.6 billion plus into capital investment into the community and over 46,000 jobs either gained or retained in the community. That's going to help us to increase our population, which in turn is just going to make it a lot more vibrant community to be a part of.
At this time, I'm honored to pass the gavel to my good friend and colleague, Todd Gregory, President and CEO of First State Bank, who will serve as your 2026 Bay Future Board Chair. I am proud to pass this role to such a dedicated and community-focused leader. Todd's commitment to integrity, integrity, and passion for our region make him exceptionally well-suited to guide Bay Future into the year ahead. Please join me on congratulating and welcoming our 2026 Board Chair, Mr. Todd Gregory.
I have a tendency to choke people up. I get it. Well, good afternoon, everyone. As Eric mentioned, I'm Todd Gregory, President and CEO of First State Bank, and I'm very proud to serve as this year's board chair for Bay Future. So my first order of business here today is to recognize our outgoing board chair, Mr. Eric Tankersley, next to me. For those who may not be very familiar with Eric, as he mentioned, he's the Chief Financial Officer at Shaheen Development. But he doesn't readily admit this, but he's also a former banker.
Some truth to that.
Yeah. So when Eric joined the board, I don't know that he understood what that meant. And we were very fortunate to tap on his shoulder a couple different times for both his skills and leadership. Eric joined our board and was soon after asked to serve as the treasurer for Bay Future. And then unplanned, he must have been doing such a good job treasurer we asked them to step into the role of board chair. And then, as I think everyone's aware, during this past year as board chair, Eric had to take on even a bigger role and really kind of walk the organization through a leadership transition. And my guess is maybe Eric had some private moments that he thought, what the heck did I get myself into here? But here's what I do know. Eric stepped up and did an outstanding job of communicating, collaborating, directing, I think just leading when it was all said and done. And I so appreciate the fact that he also had the vision through all of this to include me as the incoming chair on so many of the activities and communications, simply for the ability to keep that transition as seamless as possible for the health of the organization, the staff and its board of directors. So Eric, on behalf of Bay Future Board of Directors, I'd like to recognize and thank you for your extraordinary contributions and leadership to Bay Future. You've done so much for this organization and community over the past several years, and it is greatly appreciated.
Thank you, Todd. Your font is much larger than mine. I appreciate that. And really, I would like to thank both Todd for his very kind comments, as well as Bay Future for this recognition. As I stand here today, I find myself reflecting on the journey that we've shared. When I first stepped into the role of board chair at Bay Future, I knew this organization was special. What I didn't fully grasp at the time was just how inspiring this community of leaders, partners, and change makers would be. I've had the privilege of seeing firsthand what happens when people who care deeply about the community come together with a shared purpose. I've watched board members lean in during tough conversations. Investors step forward with confidence in our vision. Community partners open doors to new possibilities, and the incredible Bay Future team working tirelessly behind the scenes to turn strategy into results. This past year alone has been a powerful reminder of what collaboration can accomplish. We've celebrated new businesses choosing Bay County. We've seen jobs created that mean real opportunities for families. We've strengthened partnerships that will shape our region for years to come. And these milestones represent more than economic data. They represent hope, momentum, and belief in our future. None of it happened by accident. It happened because of each of you. Because you showed up, you believed, and because you were willing to invest your time, resources, and energy into something bigger than any one of us. As I step aside from this role, I do so with immense pride and complete confidence in what lies ahead. Bay Future is strong. It is mission-driven, and it is in the hands of capable leaders who deeply care about this community. Serving as your board chair has been a great honor. Thank you for trusting me and allowing me to be a part of this journey. Most of all, thank you for all that you do to keep our community strong, resilient, and thriving. The future is bright, and I look forward with great excitement to what lies ahead. Thank you.
All right, so we're gonna have a lot of activity up here, and hopefully Eric and I don't become the next Abbott and Costello act up here. All right, so it is now my honor to recognize those companies who invested in Bay County in 2025 through business growth projects. We appreciate their capital financial investment and their dedication to our community and the impact that they have created on new jobs to increase the opportunities for individuals and families throughout our community. So, got a set of rules here, instructions, so we kind of keep this moving along. So when I first mentioned the award recipient name, if they could start making their way to the stage, you can come on up, hover, hang around Eric. Eric's going to have an award. And then upon completion of just some comments, I would like to welcome every one of our award recipients for their 5 or 10 minute acceptance speech. Just kidding. And then what I would ask is if we could, until that acceptance comments are done, we just hold applause until then. Good? All right. So our first one, Bay Valley Resort. All right, he's an instruction follower, see that? Bay Valley Resort, located in Frankenlust Township and purchased by Story Company, hit the ground running with renovations in 2025. This $15 million project has undertaken a full renovation of the hotel and its 147 rooms, the restaurant, the bar and conference areas, as well as many other common areas throughout the facility. The outdoor spaces, from facility infrastructure to the golf course, required reimagination and were provided critical updates. With these improvements, over 30 new jobs have been created, showcasing the positive impact a project of this scope can have on this community. This vision, capability, and vital investment has reawakened one of our area's biggest assets, and we proudly celebrate Bay Valley Resort and Story Company for their success. So joining us today to accept this award is Nathan Nichols, CEO for Story Company.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Todd, and thank you to Bay Future. We're honored to receive this award. I guess we'll trim down the hour I had prepared to 5 or 10 minutes. Look, all kidding aside, my name is Nathan Nichols. I'm the founder and CEO for Story Co. We acquire and develop resort real estate in the greater Midwest and in the Mountain West. And we invest in stories. The reason why we invested in Bay Valley isn't because it's a beautiful building, which it is. It's because every single person that we talk to about that project has a story to tell. They talk about their prom that was there. They talk about the wedding that happened there, some big board meeting. And I think a lot of folks in this room, like us, were disappointed to see some decline in that building's condition and in the service levels that were provided. And I can tell you, I walked into that building and saw there's this beautiful water feature that used to exist in the meeting space. It would only turn on when it rained. And we found there were a few of those. But when you walk into a building like that, you go, this is gorgeous and there's so much potential. But you sort of scratch your head and say, well, where do we get started? And where we got started was with Bay Future. Bay Future helped us to put the pieces together to make this development possible. Because of how challenged that asset is and was, it would not have happened if not but for our friends at Bay County, Frankenlust Township, the Michigan Growth Alliance, and Bay Future really put that together for us. So I just want to say I'm honored to receive this award, but this award really belongs to Bay Future because we wouldn't be here without everybody's help. So we're proud to be here, and thank you for welcoming us into your community.
Bayview Foods and Mr. Chips Inc. of Pinconning, Michigan, has been in the cucumber grading and brining business since 1946, specializing in fresh brine and custom stock services. Today, they are one of the largest briners of pickling cucumbers in the United States, equaling 5% of the total U.S. production. Their latest substantial expansion project will not only increase capacity and efficiencies, but will also result in the creation and retention of nearly 36 jobs in northern Bay County. With national contracts with many chains, it's likely you have consumed something that was provided or produced in their plant. We celebrate Bayview Foods and Mr. Chips for their continued commitment and valued investments in Bay County. Oh, I forgot. I'll introduce you, sorry. Joining us today to accept this award is Joey Janicki and Gary Vermeesh. Apparently one of them decided they did not want to be in the spotlight, so.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. This is very cool for our company, our community, everything going on. For those of you that aren't completely familiar with Bayview Foods, Mr. Chips, I'll share with you real quick, no more, on who we are. We are a cucumber brining facility and then also a food manufacturing facility. We follow that up by manufacturing the pickles, once they're fermented, and pepper products. We are a QSR, quick service restaurant focused business today with growth in retail and other activities going on. We supply the lion's share of the United States with fast food products, the pickles on your Big Mac sandwich, Whopper Jr., Dave's Way, and all your sub sandwiches with the pepper condiments. We also supply several other countries around the world, so it's a huge business that we've grown. When I started 27 years ago, there was 18 full-time of us. 5 were family members. Today, when I was in work, I counted 156 of us on the payroll this morning. We have new growth with building expansion taking place right now. A lot of new focus happening. It's because we're in an awesome community with great agricultural practices, followed up by food safety initiatives, dedicated employee staffing, and supportive ownership on our activities. So it's been an excellent business for me to work for several hours, 27 years. So thank everyone very much. Every time you eat a fast food sandwich, we grow. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The Straits Corporation. Straits Wood Treating Inc., located in Marquette Industrial Park on Bay City's west side, recently engaged in an expansion project for their Bay City operation. This value-add capital project not only improved and enhanced their local operation, but also resulted in the retention of several key jobs in their Bay City facility while creating the potential for more positions to be added in the future as demand increases. As a diversified group of companies, the Straits Corporation could set up operations anywhere, so today we celebrate their ongoing commitment and investment into Bay County and look forward to many years of continued success. Joining us today to accept this award is Catherine Pinkerton from the Straits Corporation.
Well, this is a hard act to follow. I just want to say thank you to Bay Future for their continued support and advocacy for our company. We wouldn't be here today without them, and we look forward to the continued support in the future. Thank you.
So please join me in celebrating these companies and their investments in Bay County. As we all know, economic development is truly a team sport. It takes collaboration, creativity, and vision to ensure our business community thrives while also proactively ensuring we support future investment and growth for our community. These efforts are achieved every day by so many key organizations with little or no fanfare. No pomp and circumstance, no need for attention, just simply a mission to support, sustain, and grow our community, one business, one development, one employee at a time. Today, we recognize and celebrate the incredible efforts of two of our community partners and stakeholders, those who are working tirelessly every day to help move Bay City forward. This year, we are honored to present this award to Bay City Electric Light and Power and Great Lakes Bay Michigan Works. Bay City Electric Light and Power is a municipally owned utility that provides service to over 21,000 customers located in Bay City and the surrounding townships of Bangor, Frankenluss, Hampton, Monitor, and Portsmouth. As one of our county's major utilities, Bay City Electric Light and Power has been a great partner for Bay Future and our critical resource we can count on when it comes to site preparedness and development. Their willingness to proactively partner with developers and lead utility and infrastructure efforts in support of economic development can be showcased by the vast improvements to the city infrastructure and investment in and around the city of Bay City. This collaboration illustrates why the Bay City Electric Light and Power team is so deserving of this recognition. Joining us today to accept this award is Adam Webster, Director for Bay City Electric Light and Power.
So I'm truly honored to accept the Community Partnership Award. On behalf of our entire organization, thank you for your recognition, our commitment to the economic development here in Bay County. This community is more than where we work. It's where we live, grow, and build opportunity together. Strong economic development doesn't happen in isolation. It takes collaboration, trust, and shared vision. We are grateful to stand alongside local businesses, leaders, and partners who believe in creating jobs, supporting entrepreneurs, and strengthening our local economy. This award belongs to all of us working to move Bay County forward. Thank you for the partnership, the trust, and the opportunity to serve.
Great Lakes Bay Michigan Works. Great Lakes Bay Michigan Works is home to a wide array of critical programs and services that go well beyond merely serving individuals looking for work. The Great Lakes Bay Michigan Works team serves as a key resource for our region's current employees by connecting them with outstanding workforce development programs and assisting in addressing current and future workforce needs throughout our region. Great Lakes Bay Michigan Works is one of our region's great assets and is highly deserving of being recognized as a community partner, not only here in Bay City, but throughout the region as a whole. Joining us today to accept this award is Kristen Wenzel, CEO of Great Lakes Bay Michigan Works.
Thank you to Bay Future, its board, and the Bay community for allowing us to support the region in a way that helps us all move the needle. I'm happy to accept this award on behalf of the over 90 employees that work in Great Lakes Bay with Great Lakes Bay Michigan Works across the region. And it is truly our pleasure to be working hand in hand with the employers across the region to help build critical workforce needs and skills across our region. It helps us be competitive, and we are proud to do the work that we do. We work very closely with our economic development partners to support ongoing training needs. It is an ongoing year-round conversation for us to be receiving referrals from our economic development partners to connect people to connect companies to critical award opportunities that help them upskill their workforce, to plan for business expansion efforts, and create new opportunities for people across the region. So on behalf of our entire Great Lakes Bay Michigan Works team, thank you. We're only a phone call away.
One more round of applause for all of our awardees. So it is my absolute pleasure to take this moment to formally recognize and express Bay Future's deep gratitude to each and every Bay Future investor. Your support makes the important work that we do every day possible. Without the dedication of our private sector businesses, our public sector municipalities, our labor partners, and our resource allies, Bay Future would not have the tools or the momentum to fulfill our mission of advancing economic development strategies. These strategies are vital for ensuring business retention, fostering growth, and attracting new industries that create quality job opportunities for all of our residents. On behalf of the Bay Future Board of Directors, I would also like to extend a heartfelt thank you to our incredible annual meeting sponsors, Great Lakes Bay Michigan Works and Huron and Eastern Railway Company. A special thanks to ImageWorks for creating the fantastic videos we've enjoyed throughout the afternoon, 11 Creative for taking all of the wonderful photos, and the DoubleTree for once again putting on another stellar event. As we reflect on this past year, 2025 was a year of meaningful progress, positive momentum, continued growth, and of course, some changes. And I'd like to extend my sincere appreciation to our staff for their professionalism, adaptability, and commitment throughout the year. Mark and Sarah, thank you. Your efforts are greatly appreciated. I had to find them. So through ARPA funding provided from Bay County, Bay Future is proud to partner with the Small Business Development Center and serve as the home office for Michelle Judd, Bay County's dedicated small business counselor. By providing access to the valuable resources Michelle and the SBDC offers in a convenient Bay City location, we can truly provide holistic support for businesses in Bay County at every stage, and we are entirely grateful for this strategic partnership. One of the most rewarding, fulfilling events of the year is the annual Business by the Bay Pitch Competition. 2026 will be no different, except it will be held in September this year. The impact of this program goes far beyond the competition and showcases the vibrant entrepreneur spirit that exists here in Bay County. Now please turn your attention to the screen as we'll have an opportunity to watch some highlights about the important work that Michelle Judd and the Small Business Development Center are doing in Bay County.
Our mission is to help small businesses grow and thrive in the state of Michigan, really, from concept to actual launching and growing and becoming vital members in the community.
A program and a service like the SBDC, what they're offering, is so important for the community because it covers this genuine need in the market.
The Michigan Small Business Development Center has helped me with my business plan, my financial projections, all the way from zoning and fire inspections, as far as liability insurance, your personal and business credit, that's most important.
Well, SBDC providing a variety of training, consulting, from the classes, from everything from understanding your profit and loss statement to what you need to do to get bank financing, to putting a marketing plan together and improve on your website to get the connection to your message to the customer and bringing it all together, which ultimately is how every business, medium and large, start. And I believe the backbone of America is built on small business, and that's where your SBDC can be your true ally.
They're here to get, new businesses a start on what information, on helping them gather information. Sometimes when you're a business owner, you come up with this really great idea, but to get financing, you need to have that idea put onto paper, and they assist with helping them put it onto paper for a bank like Huntington to be able to, submit it for a loan.
Every person I worked with over there has been extremely helpful. Like, I don't know what I would do without having their help, to be honest. Like, I would be using Google, and Google can only get you so far.
There's so many tools that SBDC offers businesses. I don't know what we would do without them.
It's a no-cost service to any small business owner. We have a lot of partnerships with banks and credit unions because they can't work with everybody in the depth that we can. And we're funded through the SBA, we're funded through MEDC in the state of Michigan, as well as Saginaw Valley, at least in our region. And so we're able to offer that service. We bring experts in, then small business owners, corporate people, functional, and we're just able to provide that support.
It's not just for new businesses only. It's for all businesses. Whatever they need, the SBDC is there for them.
From a state network standpoint, we have a special growth team at the state level that will work with those clients that are about to hit that $1 million mark and maybe have 10 to 20 employees and want to grow even further. We have a tech team, so if an entrepreneur has a technological idea, we can find the funding for them at the state level.
Supporting entrepreneurship, it's essential for the economic development of the community.
I send them over to SBDC. That's what I do.
Reach out to SBDC. Figure out what they can help for you.
SBDC is a really great resource.
So as we embark on the next chapter for Bay Future, you can be assured that we are strategically focused to fulfill the Bay Future mission and help take the organization to new heights. With the recent appointment of Megan Saman as interim executive director, our board has taken integral steps. It's worth a woo. Has taken integral steps to solidify what's next for Bay Future. We are in a strong position to be strategic and thoughtful in how we achieve the next iteration of this organization. We are mission focused, first and foremost, and we plan to explore all potential strategies available to us to fulfill that mission. We encourage your input as key stakeholders in our organization, and more importantly, in our community, in our communities we serve. Your feedback is crucial and vital to ensure we are making the most informed decisions as possible. And let me just say this, the Bay Future is bright. And as we move forward in 2026, let's continue to collaborate, innovate, and invest in the future of our community. Together, we can create a lasting impact and build a thriving Bay County that future generations will be proud of. So with that, I would like to thank all of you for being here today, for your continued support for these vital efforts that we're doing, and I hope you found the meeting both insightful today, as well as enjoyable, and a little ahead of schedule. So thank you all, and enjoy the rest of your week.